I am an MS activist.
I'm an MS activist.
I am an MS activist.
I'm an activist because I think it's very important when we identify a need or a problem that we then look for a solution.
I think the difference that advocacy makes is it gives people a voice. I think so much of having multiple sclerosis or having multiple sclerosis in your family really makes you feel powerless, and this is a way that people can really take that power back.
I'm currently in a clinical trial. I am primary progressive MS, and there are not many options for us with primary progressive. And so funding for NIH allowed them to do a clinical trial.
Being an MS activist makes me feel empowered. It makes me feel like there's one change that I can make. I can make it. I can't do anything about MS, but I can do something to change whatever's wrong.
Being an MS activist makes me feel like I am in charge of this disease.
It doesn't take a lot to be an MS activist. You're just fighting for what you believe in.
I think that it is easy to get involved with the political process, especially if you keep in mind that legislators are people just like us.
We lobbied our legislators by telling our stories. And when we told our stories, they identified with them, and it elicited stories from them. And so when they came to vote for it, they had no choice but to vote yes.
And if I take the time to tell my story to the right people, to people who listen, to people who make policy, to people who make change on a grand scale, then possibly that little thing that was bothering me can be a relief for others.
I believe that it is easier than it looks to get involved. It's really about communication and connecting with others, building relationships, and one person talking to another about something that they're passionate about.
They have an open door policy to all of us, and so it's our responsibility to push those leaders to make good decisions.
All it takes is wanting to do something. Any little bit can make you an MS activist. Just a little bit of knowledge about what's going on in your community and being willing to act upon it, making a single phone call to the government or to a legislator is being an activist.
Activism is something everyone can do.
Your story can make a difference.
MS activists create change.
You can be an MS activist.